everybody, and welcome to Lyle's Friday podcast. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Instead of giving you valuable facts about your Corvette or ways to fix this or tweaks you can do here and there, we're going to give you just a little insight into some of the great stories that being in the Corvette business for 45 years can generate. Today's story took place about 10 years ago, and we will not be naming the innocent guilty party involved, but there's a point to this story, and I think you'll understand it. 10 years ago, a gentleman walks into our shop, and he has what we like to call Corvette fever. He wants a Corvette in the worst way. He was a Mopar guy before, but now he's jonesing for a Corvette. So we talk about things to look for, hey, what are you looking for? Do you want to cruise it? Do you want to race it? Do you want to show it? What direction you want to go? It comes down to it, he really wants a 78 silver anniversary car. That two-tone silver job? So we're like, okay, well, they made plenty of them, so they're not scarce. Here's a few of the things you want to look for, but we recommend you really bring it to us when you find one and let us look over it before you buy it. That way you make sure you don't buy problems you can't afford. He was all excited. Oh, thank you so much. It's so awesome. Fast forward 2 weeks later. We get a phone call from this individual, and he is just as excited as a little boy on Christmas morning because he found his car, and he is just torqued over it. Makes a plan, makes a schedule, makes an appointment to bring it into us so we can look it over and see what little things it may need, because he said this car was nice. So we bring the car in and we put it on the lift. And this is one of those where your heart just sinks in your chest as you're under there with a flashlight going, oh my God. This car was among the rustiest C3s I had ever seen. Now, people who don't know Corvettes are like, well, it never looked rusty to me. But that's because you can't see the rust through the fiberglass body. But everything that's holding that body together is steel, and steel rusts. So, if you can imagine, if you open the doors of this car that he bought, at the very front are these two big metal beams, which we call them sides of the cowl, okay? Those are supposed to be solid steel. Sitting on the lift with both doors open, with a flashlight on one side of the car, and standing with your face at the other side of the car, you could see light through that steel. That's how little steel was left. And once you get rust in the bird cage or the cowl, unless it's a really special car, it's pretty much done. So we had to bring Bruce in and show him what we found, and man, you talk about breaking somebody's heart. It was terrible. It just felt awful because we don't like to deliver that kind of news. So he decided that he was going to attempt to sell the car and then go find another one. We said, this is the best course of action. You do not want any part of making this car a nice car. Fast forward 4 weeks later. He calls us and tells us, hey, I think I found another car. We said, great. Don't buy anything before you bring it to us so we don't have a rerun of last time, right? 4 days later, in rolls this 78 silver anniversary car, and Bruce, this man who shall remain nameless, gets out, waving the title, big smile. I got it, and she's perfect. If possible, this car was worse than the first car. There were holes in the frame of that car that I could put my fist in. Everything under the car was rusted, missing, or worn out. And again, we had to bring this poor guy back there and tell him, show him, here. And then what happened? He got really angry with us, and he never came back again. Moral of the story being, before you buy any classic car, Corvette, a Mopar, a Ford, a whatever, before you pay for it, take it to somebody who knows what they're looking at, so you don't end up like this poor guy did, 2 cars deep and still having nothing to show for it. Always trust someone who's done it for years and years and years, because it's in their best interest for you to get a car you're going to love, because they're going to make money on you as you maintain a nice car, and you'll be happy to do it. Any questions, any comments, contact me at Lyle at CorvettePartsCenter.com or give me a call at 800-886-5064. We'll do another story time with Lyle soon. Have a great weekend.